What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Sideswipe the Boss, back at it again with another ranking. And with the announcement of a new Transformers movie coming to our screens next year with Transformers Rise of the Beast, I believe that's what it's called, I decided to, go back in time, do a little blast from the past, and rank a very crucial Transformers TV show. At least in my life, it was very crucial to me, very important. I grew up on this show as a kid, and at least in my opinion, it still holds up. And that, my friends, is Transformers Prime. So y'all already know the drill. I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, give a little retrospective and what the show means to me. Then I'm going to go into the traditional ranking. I won't be including the movie in this ranking just because, it was an actual movie and not like a season of the TV show. And I mean, it was fine, I guess. I honestly preferred the series ending more than the movie ending. But, it was still fine nonetheless. But, let's just get into this retrospective right away. And if you do enjoy this video, just hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully in the month of July, we can make it to 800. That's my goal for this month. That would be really helpful in trying to reach my goal. So just go ahead and keep on liking and keep on subscribing, and the support would be very appreciated. So, Transformers Prime. This show started in 2010, and this was kind of a peak year for Transformers fans at the moment. Transformers 2 had just came out the year before. That was a big success. The hype for Transformers Dark of the Moon was around because I believe the first trailers were dropping in this year. And yeah, it was just so much hype around Transformers at the moment. And then this little show snuck its way onto the scene. I think it came on like the show called The Hub or something like that. Wait, no, that kind of hub. But, yeah, this show slid on the scene, and it really stood out on that channel for real. And I was with it since the beginning. I was big on cartoons. I think I was 9 at the time, or 10 when I was watching this show for the first time. And yeah, this show definitely was a big part of my childhood. I would watch it all over and over again until it ended in 2013, I believe. I think the movie also came out later that year in 2013 as well. But yeah, it was just a great show and just a great part of my childhood. I'll even go as far to say that Transformers Prime is the best Transformers show that has ever come out so far. Yes, better than Transformers Animated. Yes, better than Transformers Armada. Even better than the OG Transformers G1 Transformers show back in the day, even though that's a classic. I really just enjoyed this show a lot. I mean, the characters were very interesting. It never really felt too crowded in the show, to be honest. Yes, I think the team grew to like 8 or 9 members, but still, they all played pivotal parts. They all got backstories, maybe except for Ultra Magnus. But I mean, we still got a little something for him, but it was still good. The team worked together well, and even the human characters weren't that bad. They kind of played integral parts in the storylines of whatever episode or season plot is going on. Sometimes they were a little bit annoying, but, most of the time they actually did stuff. And I really appreciate the show kind of making the human characters important to the overall plot and war between the Transformers, unlike some of the Bay films where they're just there because it takes place on Earth. And of course, the main focus of the show is the Transformers themselves, and the show does a great job of, doing that, giving interesting storylines to each of the Transformers, going back in like the Transformers history, the mythos, bringing historical Transformers into like the present, or at least, present state of mind like Primus, you got Unicron, the Primes, all the ancient artifacts. I really like that aspect of the show. I think that was especially in season 2 when they started bringing all the ancient artifacts and ancient history of Transformers into the show. I really enjoyed that aspect, and it worked. It didn't feel forced at all. It worked in the plot of the storyline, and seeing those artifacts in action was great. So, great job to, making the ancient Transformers history relevant in a present day Transformers show. Personally, I always had a different favorite Transformer of the show every time it came on. I don't know why. It's just I found most of the characters very interesting. I guess the ones I gravitated to the most of the time was probably Smokescreen, Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime. And y'all know why. Like, come on now. Those 3 were top tier. Smokescreen was about to become a Prime, for crying out loud. So, yeah, it's just the characters are great. The other characters were great too. It's just I gravitated to those 3 the most. The animation, in my opinion, was top tier for real. Especially for a show that started in 2010. Yeah, that animation was top tier. I mean, you could see all the emotions with the human characters and the Transformers characters as well. Even though they are robots, you can still see it all. The action was on point, like really on point. Transformers Prime also had some of the best cinematography I have ever seen. Like, there were a few shots in this show that were so very beautiful. So yeah, kudos to everybody behind the show for making this show look and feel so beautiful, for real. I am just kind of sad though that the show ended so early in its run. Like, it ended in season 3, and then I guess the movie happened. In the conclusion to the movie, it kind of slammed the door shut on anything else coming out of that universe. I just wish there were more like stories to be told. But it still ended with a bang. Even though I didn't care for the movie that much, I do feel like the show ended great. And, it's just the end to a great show, a big part of my childhood. And yeah, Transformers Prime is definitely up there as one of my favorite shows, like, ever. If some of you guys remember as well, Transformers Prime, the game that came out in 2014, I think that was right after the show ended. It was the very first thing I did on my channel. My very first videos back in 2014 were of the Transformers Prime game. So if you want to go back and see me play with terrible video quality and a high voice, like a super high voice, it's kind of cringy now that I look back at it. But if you do want to go check that out, you can go right ahead. I'll link that playlist in the top right corner of the video. But yeah, Transformers Prime was definitely a big part of my childhood, and I am definitely appreciative of that show. So that's my little retrospective for Transformers Prime. Hope you enjoyed that. Now let's go into the traditional ranking. Like I said, I'm only doing the 3 seasons of the show. I'm not going to include the movie. But, if you do enjoy this video, just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, let me know in the comment section down below your ranking of Transformers Prime and why you rank them as you do. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Only we 5 Autobots remain on this Earth.
Decepticons! I have returned. Roll out. The only ones who can fix this mess are Prime and his bots. I'm sure they're out there. They gotta be.
Team Prime is scattered to the winds. For all we know, you and I could be the only ones left.
I don't think he's coming.
The time for a new leader is upon us.
Aren't there any more Autobots out there who could help?
War for Cybertron took a heavy toll.
I present the ultimate Autobot.
A Predacon.
Let the hunt begin. The fate of all our kind.
When Optimus surrendered the Matrix, he lost more than the collective wisdom of the Primes. He lost himself.
My name is Orion Pax. I am far from being a Prime.
Roll out.
This is Space Bridge Control. We are under attack.